To do here is go over a couple of plotting templates that I didn't show you last night, and you may find them helpful as well. So let's go into your Science Fiction and Fantasy Workshop folder. And you'll see a few things in here, of course. So there's the class notes. That's where the slides are from last night. Okay, I'll just show you there. There they are. Okay, so you can download those, have a look. And then I've added this folder here called Plotting Templates and Writing Tools. So let's click on that. And this is where the templates are, those section or scene by scene tools are that we looked at last night. There are two here that I didn't show you last night, so I just want to quickly go over them now. One is the Simple Short Story Plot, March 23rd version. And let me we'll see if I can zoom in a little bit on this one. So what this looks like is the following. It's got the same scene by scene outline as we've looked at before. This one happens to have 8. So it follows that template of, you know, Pat chasing the fireflies, and this happens, but then that happens, and so on. But up here, what I've added to the tool is a little section so you can fill in some of your hero's characteristics, some of your opposition's characteristics, and what your story idea is. So you can have it all self-contained on one piece of paper. So again, when you're doing this, you can make it as elaborate as you want, but I like to keep things simple. So I'll use bullet points. Make sure my hero has some kind of vulnerability, some kind of weakness, because that's so important for a story. And by the same token, our opposition isn't strictly evil. They're simply opposing, but they also might really like puppies, so they also have their good side as well. And that makes them more compelling. And the rest of it is, you know, the hero tries this and then does that and so on and so forth. So that's the first one. The other one I want to show you is the 7-section short story template with 2 viewpoint characters. And what do I mean by that? So a viewpoint character is someone who is the main focus of that particular scene, and we as writers actually describe the action through that character's point of view, through that character's eyes. So I'll be going over all of this in more detail later in the workshop, but I just wanted to introduce it to you here now so you can have a look at it. So again, this one has 7 sections or 7 scenes. You'll notice, though, that there's a column here for viewpoint character, lead, lead, lead. So what I mean by lead is this is your hero, your main character. So yes, normal life, something happens, then they react to it, and so on and so forth. But there's some magic down here in section 4, this 4th scene. And the viewpoint character here is your opposition. So this would be like a scene change in a movie or a TV show where you're going from focusing on the hero to focusing on the opposition. So this might be your opposition, you know, in their cave, figuring out ways to take over the world, you know, this sort of thing. And then back in section 5, you're going back to your main character's point of view here. So I just wanted to show you that in case you wanted to have a look and play around with it. But as I say, I'll be going over this in more detail in the the workshop that's coming up. So I hope those help, and I hope you enjoy plotting and coming up with some story ideas. And we'll see you